Step 2, get some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you want to be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Ash, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Ash Knows Travel, where I share trainings, walkthroughs, and insider tips to help travel advisors book smarter and build confidence. And tonight's training is all about content that attracts bookers, how to build booking intent into your content without selling in every post. So I'm pretty excited about tonight's training. Yes, we're going to talk about all different types of content that attracts bookers, not just views, not just likes, but content that like actually brings in people who want to travel and book with you. Okay, that is the most important topic for tonight. Before I get there, though, I do want to remind you guys this week is a very busy week for Ash Knows Travel and Ash in general. Okay, I have tonight's training on Thursday. We're going to talk about the social media metrics that actually matter. Yeah. And then on Friday, for those who are with us on Evolution and Archer, I'm doing corporate Zoom on Friday. And on there, listen, we're going to talk about team building. Yes. But we're going to talk about how to take your niche and actually turn that into team building, because I feel like that's something we kind of all struggle with. So tonight we're doing content. Thursday, we're talking about social media metrics. And then Friday on corporate Zoom at 5 p.m. PST, I will be there talking about team building and how to take your content and turn that into team building. Okay. So make sure you guys hop on at all those times, but let's go ahead and dive in, shall we? Content that attracts bookers. Yes. So tonight, I have another gift. I have a really awesome gift actually tonight. Everything that I'm showing you, I'm actually have an entire framework that you can use to build your content. So you make sure that it turns into booking content. Yes? All right. So make sure you stay to the end to get that gift, but let's dive in, shall we? So I'm going to hit you with big facts right away. People book what they understand. And a lot of you guys, when we're, posting content and, we're kind of diving into what we do in travel, we have to kind of clarify when it comes to that posting. I don't know how to better explain that, but I am going to, okay? Like when you're posting, you need to be exact about what you're posting is what I'm trying to get to, okay? So tonight we're going to really just talk about how you can bring the clarity and bring in the process so that you guys can get to booking. Okay. So people book what they understand. Just keep that in mind. Every time we're doing something, people book what they understand. When I'm posting something, will they understand this? Will they know what to do with this? Do I want them to book? Do I want them to ask me questions? What do I want? Right. So people book what they understand. Now with that, of course, there's a barrier, and that's what I'm going to refer to. Okay. There is a barrier because the confusion causes hesitation. And when expectations are unclear, especially with our post, fear takes over because they don't know what to do with it. So they just keep going. Okay. Now, for that, to get rid of the fear of not knowing what to do with your post or the barrier that causes the confusion along with the hesitation, any of that, okay, we're going to go through the process of booking, the process of payments, the process of fear, the process of hesitation. We have to go through that process with our clients. And that's how we get them to turn into bookers. And you're like, wow, okay, great. She just told us the whole training in 1 second. Yes, I told you. I've told you several times how to do this, but you guys still don't understand the how, right? I can tell you, all right, you want them to start booking with you? Get rid of that fear by showing them the process. Cool. But what does that actually mean, right? Okay, your process is a little bit different probably from my process, but we all have the same general idea of what we do when it comes to booking, yes? So we're going to use that process as the antidote to the fear. so we can get rid of that confusion, get rid of the fear, so they're confident when it's time to book. Yes? So the process, shall we? Now, the process shall all be the same no matter what we're doing when it comes to timelines, deposits, payment plans, or specific expectations. I feel like that is kind of the safest thing that we can cover when it comes to the process. I'm not asking you to go and like look up on Evo Plus the prices and share it with them. That's not what I'm saying, okay? They need to understand exactly what you're doing so they're comfortable with booking with you. And the best way we can do that is being completely transparent with them. Transparency is the fastest route to trust. Now, I know you're watching this and you're like, okay, I'm getting a rough idea. Yeah. Okay. Now, the reason I'm breaking it down all the way like this, and I feel like I broke it down a little too much for you guys, but the reason is because we skip this part a lot of the times. Like, we like to show them the inspiration. We like to show them, you know, like the different types of things that we book in the different places, but we never actually explain how we book it. Or we never actually, you know, maybe we do a mock booking here and there, but we never sit down and go, okay, this is why you shouldn't be scared of booking this. This is what you should be doing. Oh, you can't figure that out? That's okay. I'm here. Like, that is how we get them to book. Okay. Now, let's explain that, shall I? So first off, we have the mock booking. That is the easiest route to take in explaining the process. And I start with that because you can literally just walk your audience through the exact logistics of working with you before they even inquire. And I can get a lot of bookings from a mock booking. And the reason being is because I built it up with all the other posts. So a mock booking, you can throw them out there, okay? And at first, you're going to get likes and you're going to get some saves and some shares, right? But we want the comment booking, right? Comment book or whatever you guys put. We want the actual conversion of it, right? So in this, the booking content post that I'm talking about, you remember how I always tell you guys to do like inspirational post, the warm-up post, and then the booking? Okay, tonight we're just covering the booking, but I don't want you guys to think that you can only post about bookings. That's not what I'm talking about, okay? We need the inspirational, this is the destination you can go to. And then we need the, this is how I can help you, which is the warm-up. And then we need the mock booking. So that way they've already seen me, I've inspired them, I'm warming them up. Here's exactly what I do. Bam, book it, right? This is the path that I'm referring to. And we have to show them the path, and that way they'll feel safe enough to walk through it. So I'm building them up. And I show you, I have it right here. Look, I don't have to explain it. I can just show it to you. So look at this. Where shall we start, shall we? All right, here's one of my most viral posts that people comment on, okay? It's still comments. Adults only resorts people are too afraid to ask about. That's fear, right? That's my mock booking. That's my booking post. Read this before you book. Warm up. What's your only adults type? Warm up. Booking. Adults only unfiltered cruises. That's a booking post. Warm up. Another warm up. Booking. You see how that works? You can tell too by the metrics of it. Okay, adults only doesn't have to mean party. Warm up. The biggest mistake. Warm up. Warm up a little bit. Adults only. No, this is, yeah, it's kind of a booking. Okay. And then boom, here it is. Do you see how it, like, this one went viral? This was the booking one. And then this one warms it up. This also was feeding off of this booking. This one's private, so ignore that. And then warm up. Warm up again. Booking. You see how it's a process? It's a flow for me, actually. When I go into like a viral like high where this is viraling out, I put the same post again sometimes because it's so viral. So I'm like, yeah, whatever, right? And then warm up, warm up, warm up. It's actually kind of a booking. What can I? This is a booking. Warm up, warm. Yeah, no, it's kind of the same, right? You guys get the idea though? Like, I have an intentional flow here. I don't even have to use graphics for this one. Now, I'll tell you, the carousels, they do great, but they don't always work. So don't use them just carousels. Okay, if you do videos, great, whatever. But what I'm trying to get to is that warming up to get to it. I can't just sit here and be like, stop booking, No, no, no. Like I have to build that up. I have to create that I can handle it for you. Relax. I've got you. Like that's what I'm going for. Okay. Now, you can do a mock booking with the sales, and that's what's inside of those posts. You can't see them. I didn't go open it, but in the middle of it, near the end, it actually has a mock booking built into a lot of them. Okay. So you can build into it, but you still have to give them a path to show them how to walk through to booking with you. A lot of people aren't going to book just because I saw one post. They have to see several of your posts to get there, right? So we need a path. Now, my path, as you can tell, is strategic emotion, not hype. I'm not hyping them up. I'm not manipulating them, but I'm getting rid of that fear. I'm creating relief. I'm building confidence, certainty, and then I'm going to hit them with urgency because I got a lot of sales. So I use emotion to validate that desire, whatever that kind of booking it is, whatever they want to do. I pull in their emotions. So let's just say you do family travel. Okay. I used to do family travel before I started doing this, but I used to do family travel. In that family travel, how do we pull on their emotions? Moms need break, kids need experiences, right? People need time off, like that kind of emotion. That way you're pulling on the desire and you're not directly just hitting them with the, hey, where's your money? Book with me. No, this is why you should book it. This is how you can book it. This is how I can take care of it for you. Price, right? And that's all done by strategic emotion. Now, motion opens the door, right? We're pulling them in. And then this is the part where you guys drop the ball. Okay. A lot of you can pull them in, but you don't have the clarity. You don't have the process set. So if I don't have that, I don't have the ability to close it. Okay. If I didn't build into, I'm not going to share the screen again, but what people are afraid to ask about adults only. Okay. And then I put, let's clear it up. So that way, clarity, right? Most people book the wrong adults only resort. Okay. That's fear. That's strategic emotion. Oh no, I don't want to book the wrong resort. Let me read it, right? I know I'm not sharing my screen. I'm just reading them so you get an idea. Stop booking the wrong adults only resort. Oh, I don't want to book that wrong adult. What is that, right? The next one after that one, I have secrets versus breathless. Clarity. So like these posts are intertwined together because I'm either building authority, I'm giving them clarity, or I'm inspiring them, or I'm showing them something. Like each part of that post has to do some kind of teaching when it comes into it. Okay. Now, continuing. Okay. Clarity closes the booking. The clarities are done with mock bookings very easily. You can do a lot of clarity with a lot of mock bookings. Now, I post a ton of mine, especially on my stories. I love sharing mock bookings. But what I like to do is kind of give them the ability to see what it's like to book with me, because a lot of people see my page and they think I'm just like there to inform them. So I have to create the clarity to close that booking, and you guys do too. Okay. Now, intentional filtering. Now, this is something that's a little different than what I normally teach, but I do it mentally. So I was like, you know what? I need to tell you guys about this. Like, we have to realize that we are not for everyone. I don't want everyone to be my client, right? Especially in my field. Not everyone is my client. So I have to intentionally filter them out. Now, great marketing repels the wrong people just as effectively as it attracts the right one. That's a lot, right? Great marketing repels the wrong people just as effectively as it attracts the right ones. Don't just broadcast. Select who you are trying to broadcast to. Okay. Now, while that sounds great, you're probably like, what does that mean? Let me help. Okay. What to filter for. These are the things, and my filter is probably a lot different from yours, but how to create your filter is who I don't want to book with me. That's how my filter is built. So you can build that by setting budget expectations, trip and service readiness, which are the dates, right? Timing requirements for payments, etc., deposits, etc. And then who is this not for? Okay. Filtering content saves time later. A lot of you guys like to push content. That's for everybody. Okay. But that's not going to get a booking. You have to filter out all of those other people and say, this is for you. Here's the budget. Here's when we're leaving. And here's the payment. That is how you get booking content. If I'm just posting random cruises, but I'm not telling them who it's for, what it's for, they're not going to get the same aspect as to where if I go over here to my unfiltered travel page and say, here's adults only. There we go. That's who I'm talking to. Here's I have one. That's a really good one right here. Let me make sure it doesn't play the music. It doesn't. Look. Adults only resorts, 5 nights, 7 days, can start at budget, timeliness, resort per person, only save this. Like I'm telling them exactly what I want them to do with it, right? And that's why, see, how does this work? Info, please, book. This is what you guys want, right? This is what I'm talking about. Okay, now I could have actually used a lot more booking. I'm going to redo this post. Hold on. But what I'm trying you guys to understand is that it does what it's supposed to. When I'm teaching you, watch. Okay, so here it is. Now I'm giving them a resort. Temptations, starting at. That way I'm not boxed in. Hedonism, desire, secrets, curious. What is this? Call to action. Like and follow, because that's the most important thing I need them to do. I need them to like this video. As you can see, they did. And I also need them to follow it. Now, I can't, let me see if I can see my analytics in here. I don't have a way to see my analytics in here. No, I don't have a way to go from here. Oh, yeah, I do. View analytics. Hello. Okay, that video is at over 10,000 views, 9 seconds, 21%, 32 new followers. Okay, so the video did very well, right? But it still has that main effect. So the first thing I like to do in my call to action is right here. Right there. Like and follow, and then comment book to learn more. Curious, right there, right? Builds the curiosity, gives them exactly what to do with it, and they did. They even saved it, and a lot of people shared it too. Okay, so that is something I wanted to show you. That's just a rough idea of what you can do. Okay, now I know it's going to look different, but I need you to filter it. I need you to give them exactly what they're looking for, who actually you're looking for. You will attract the right clients when you're putting it precisely. I wanted adults only clients. I wanted like the freaky adult only clients. How do I attract them? Here we are, right? You have to do that. And when you're doing that, it's actually going to save you a lot of time later because you're not going to be filtering out people because your content already did it for you. Okay. Now, continuing. The pre-sale connection. This is very important. Like somebody who just sent me a message on there, they said, one of the comments on there was, how does the 7 or the 5 night, 7 day thing work, right? Immediately, I answer them. Depends on which week you choose. DM me and I can get you set up, okay? That's a pre-sale connection. Now, when I DM me, honestly, I'm not going to remember who they are because I get a lot of DMs. So I have to build a pre-sale connection as soon as I get their DM or if I DM them, okay? Content supports conversations before they happen. So I built the conversation. Now I have to execute it, okay? By the time they message you, that decision should be half made. If they message me or they comment and they said, how does it work? Is that decision half made? Yes, right? They're interested. They want to know, okay? That way, they should already feel familiar with you because they can see what you've done. And a lot of those warm-up posts, like I have one post that I just did the other day, and I was like, man, that post flopped. And it still happens, okay? I know I have a viral account, as Precious calls it. She's like, your account's viral. Don't worry about it, right? But some posts do flop. It's just natural. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Those posts don't actually flop. They don't. There's a lot of posts that I have that build content like authority. I have to have authority in my niche. It's just something I have to have in order to close bookings. And you guys probably need it too. But for me, I know especially I have to have this. So the posts that kind of flop for me are actually my authority posts, but they have such a big purpose. So when they go viral, when I do one of those adults only that people are too afraid to ask about, it pops, right? Naturally, it does. And honestly, you can take that with any niche and it will pop. Hear me out, okay? Afraid of booking, nervous. Okay, here we go. But taking that, all right? When they go in and they open this up and the post is going viral, they're in there now, they're looking at my content. What do? They go to the post before it, and then they go to the post before that, right? That warm-up post that flopped is naturally going to carry them to keep going. Once they see that sell, they need a warm-up post. So if you think it flopped, it didn't. That's how they're going to build into you. That's exactly what the purpose of it is. All right. Now, that's going to build the pre-sale connection. So by the time you get into their inbox, they've already had all of this different types of content coming at them with different types of information about you. They will be familiar with you because they've seen it. Okay. Now, direction over pressure. Now, call to actions, they're not aggressive demands. Think of them as helpful signposts, okay? Anytime that you're writing your content, make sure that you're directing them on the next step. That clarity is what brings in the bookings. So there always has to be a direction in your post. I have it on my screen. I have it in my actual content, call to action. I have it all listed in there. So instead of us saying buy now, right? Don't you love how ChatGPT just jacked that up? Whatever. Instead of saying buy now, try, here is the next step. That is the most important part. That is the part that's going to carry it through. If they don't have a next step, then they're not going to close it. They're just going to keep scrolling. Okay. So low friction invitations to carry them to the next step. Comment dates, comment info, comment bookers, something like that. Okay. Clarity, bringing them into the direction, is going to beat that cleverness and then tell them exactly what to do. All right. Now, I feel like I could probably go over and over and over, but what I'm trying to get to is that not every post needs to sell, but every post should serve the sell. Okay. When we post content, we have to post with a purpose. If it doesn't serve your audience, which is what my mentor, my AI mentor, he always tells me, he goes, before you make that post, does it serve your audience? You're right. Okay. If it doesn't serve your audience, if it doesn't serve your purpose, your niche, don't post it. Okay. Every post doesn't need to sell, but it should serve the sell. Educate them, position them, guide them, and then the bookings will follow naturally. All right. Now, I don't want you to do this on your own. I'm here to help, right? So I want to give you the framework that you need so you can start learning how to do this, because this is something that honestly I kind of paid to learn. Okay. I paid like a few years ago to learn about it, but I didn't really understand how to implement that for a long time. And now that I have the ability to understand it, I want to speed up the process for you guys. Okay. Quickest way for me to speed up this process is to give you a framework guide. And you don't have to really use it too much. That's not what I'm asking. But the next time you make a post, I just want you to go through these check marks to make sure it's actually serving the purpose so that your content is more aligned. All right. Now, we have an engagement deal here. Yes. So comment bookers for me. And when you're commenting bookers, I'm going to show you this awesome framework guide. Yes. Let's go over here. Okay. So framework guide, how to create content that leads to bookings without selling every post. So know the job of the post. Is it a warm-up post? Is it an authority post? Or is it an action? Not every post sells, but every post should support a sale. I love that. Bookings are build booking intent to the post. A post that supports bookings does one of these. Explain how it works, removes confusion, sets expectations. There we go. We have all the other ones here. Builds confidence. Check one of those. Okay, here's some examples. Look, I even gave you guys some really good hooks. Yeah. Number 3 is content stacking. So here's exactly what I'm telling you. Listen, warm up. I should have just went by the guide. My guides are, I told you, sometimes my guides are better than my trainings. Okay, you don't need to post all 3 in one day. You just need them working together. Yes. Then when this one goes viral, always. This is the viral one. But these 2 are building it up. And they're going to keep it viral because they're going to go to the other post. Then you're going to notice when this one raises, and that one raises. That's what it does. Okay. Number 4, emotion strategically, not dramatically. What are some emotions that we're doing, what we're avoiding, and then the direction. Yes, filter on purpose, quick post check. I got you. Final reminder. Okay, boom. All right, so you guys like that? Yeah, I love it. This is exactly how it was taught to me. And you can see on my TikTok that it works. So I want to teach it to you in the easiest form that I can. Okay. So if you like this, go ahead and comment bookers for me. But I also want to get it more to your teams. I feel like a lot of us, when we bring on agents, this is the biggest thing that they struggle with is they don't know what to post or how to post it or how to frame it. I feel like this will just get rid of that, kind of confusion. So make sure you like this video, please. Make sure you share it with your teams so you guys can help as many people as possible. And then I'm going to go drop this link in the chat real quick. Give me 1 second. Dang, I'm really close to the camera today. Dang. All right. There you go. You guys should have it. So that is all I really have for you guys tonight. I feel like that is a good start for this month of February. Yes. But make sure you guys join me. I'm, like I said, on Friday or tomorrow, not tomorrow. I keep forgetting I don't do Wednesday trainings anymore. On Thursday, we're doing which social media metrics actually matter. On Friday, I got corporate training at 5 p.m. PST where we're doing team building. So hop over there. And then next week, here's the rest of it. We're doing Vacation Express walkthrough, what vendors to use, what else? Conversations that convert. And of course, you guys can find this post in Evolution if you need it. And also in my travel advisor group. It's all over. So you guys can feel free to make sure you guys hop on any of these trainings. But for tonight, that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for hopping on. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you share it with your teams. I appreciate that. And I will see you guys on Thursday at 5 p.m. PST. Yes, where we'll be doing social media metrics that actually matter. Now, I'm going to go into the ones that I'm going to pick my top viral post and we're going to dissect them. Yes. Do we want to do that? And I'm going to show you how I actually consider a post to be viral. And it's not just follows, not just likes, not just views. Okay. So make sure you see me on Thursday at 5 p.m. PST. I'm going to head over to my studio now, which will show me the chat box. And in that chat box is on your screen. So if you want to comment something, ask me a question, feel free to do so there and I will answer you in the chat. Until then, I will see you on Thursday at 5 p.m. PST.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason, though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flaws, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.